Hi, I'm Chad with Move For a Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open D major 6 chord. Here's an open D major 6 chord. And this is a really nice sounding chord that can add a lot of color to your playing, and it's a pretty easy chord to play, so you can learn it as a beginner. Although it's not one of the very first chords I think you should learn. If you look in the description, there's links to lessons on chords that I think you should learn first because they're more common. But this is one you can learn fairly early on, and it shouldn't be too difficult for you, especially if you can play your basic beginner chords. And this chord can be played instead of just a regular D major chord. You could use this chord in place of that. And it just adds a totally different sound because it has a 6 in it. So just use your ear and see when it sounds good to you. And like I said, it can add a lot of nice color to your playing. So there's a couple ways you can finger this chord. The first way is like I just did with my second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then my 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And then like a regular open D major chord, you start your strum on the 4th string, that's your root note. But then you leave the 2nd string open as well. So you're fretting the 3rd and 1st string, but you leave the 4th and 2nd string open. And then you avoid the 5th string when you're strumming, because if you leave that note in, the chord becomes pretty muddy. But you can hit it a little bit, it's alright if you hit it a little bit. So that's one way to fret it. The other way is to replace your 2nd and 3rd finger with your 1st and 2nd finger and play it like this. So it depends what's most comfortable to you, and it really depends on the playing situation, what chords are before and after it. And then as you become more advanced, whether you're going to reach up and play other notes when you're playing it. So it really depends on the playing situation, and I'm sure eventually you'll use both fingers just depending what's happening in the song. So that's an open D major 6 chord, or you could just call it a D6 chord.